DIY your own 80s prom dress and turn heads at your next dance. Take a trip down memory lane and create a rad prom dress to channel your inner 80s prom queen with this easy-to-follow DIY guide. Are you seeking a unique way to stand out at your next prom? Why not try making your own 80s prom dress? In this blog post, we'll discuss how to make a stunning 80s prom dress that will have all your friends talking. The 80s were a decade of bold fashion statements, and the prom dresses of that era were no exception. From puffy sleeves to neon colors, these dresses made a statement and left an impression. To stand out at your next formal event, why not channel some retro charm with a DIY 80s prom dress? Not only will making your own dress save you money, but it also allows for customization and creativity. With the right materials and patience, you can create a show-stopping dress that incorporates all the iconic elements of the era, including rhinestone buttons. In this article, we'll guide you through the steps to create your very own 80s-inspired prom dress from scratch. Why go for an 80s prom dress? Are you looking for an unforgettable prom night look that will make you stand out? Why not go for an 80s prom dress? With their bold colors, voluminous skirts, and sparkling rhinestone buttons, these dresses are perfect for those who want to channel their inner retro fashionista. One of the best things about 80s prom dresses is that they come in many styles. You can opt for a playful mini dress with puffy sleeves or go all out with a dramatic floor-length gown with layers of tulle. No matter what style you choose, the rhinestone buttons will add a touch of glamour and sparkle to your look. These dresses may be from another era, but they have stood the test of time because they embody everything that makes prom nights so unique: elegance, fun, and celebration. How to make a DIY 80s prom dress, the step-by-step guide. Use bold colors, select the right fabric, and accessorize. Step 1. Gather inspiration. Research 80s prom dresses to gather inspiration. Look for images online, browse fashion magazines, or watch movies from the era to get a clear idea of the style you want to recreate. Step 2. Choose a pattern. Find a sewing pattern that matches the style of the 80s prom dress you want to make. Look for patterns that have puffy sleeves, ruffles, high waistlines, or any other typical 80s elements. You can purchase patterns online, at fabric stores, or consider modifying an existing pattern to match your vision. Step 3. Select fabric and notions. Choose the fabric and notions that align with your desired dress style. 80s prom dresses often featured satin, taffeta, lace, or organza. Consider the color and pattern of the fabric as well. Also, gather the necessary notions like zippers, buttons, thread, and any decorative elements such as beads or sequins. Step 4. Take accurate measurements. Take your body measurements accurately. Refer to the pattern size chart to determine the appropriate size and make any necessary adjustments for a better fit. Step 5. Prepare the fabric. Pre-wash and iron the fabric to remove wrinkles and prevent future shrinkage. Lay out the material on a clean, flat surface and pin the pattern pieces onto the fabric according to the instructions provided with the pattern. Step 6. Cut out the pattern pieces using sharp fabric scissors. Carefully cut out the pattern pieces along the marked lines. Be sure to cut precisely to ensure accurate fitting and symmetrical pieces. Step 7. Mark and sew. Following the instructions on the pattern, mark any necessary darts, pleats, or other design details on the fabric pieces. Pin the fabric pieces together, matching the marks, and sew along the designated seam lines using a sewing machine or by hand, depending on your sewing skills. Step 8. Add details and embellishments. If your chosen 80s prom dress style includes ruffles, puffy sleeves, or any other additional details, follow the pattern instructions to create and attach those elements. Additionally, you can add decorative elements such as lace trims, beads, or sequins to enhance the overall look of the dress. Step 9. Try on and make adjustments. Once the dress is mostly assembled, try it on to check the fit. Make any necessary adjustments, such as taking in or letting out seams, shortening or lengthening hemlines, or adjusting the sleeves. Take your time to ensure the dress fits you well and feels comfortable. Step 10. Finish the dress. Complete the dress by finishing the edges, hemming the skirt, and adding any final touches. Press the dress with an iron to give it a polished look. How to embellish a DIY 80s prom dress with sparkly rhinestone buttons. If you're looking to add some glitz and glamour to your DIY 80s prom dress, rhinestone buttons are the perfect embellishment. These sparkling gems can transform a plain dress into an eye-catching masterpiece that will make you shine on your big night. So let's get started and bring some bling to your prom night. First, choose the right size and shape of rhinestone button for your dress. Consider the color of your fabric and select a complementary shade for your buttons. Next, plan out where you want the buttons to be placed on your dress or your accessories, belts, hats, purses. You could highlight key features such as the waistline or neckline, or create a pattern across the dress. Once you have a plan in place, it's time to start attaching the buttons. Use thread that matches your garment to sew each button securely in place. Be sure to knot off each stitch so that it stays put. From adding sequins and rhinestones to experimenting with unique accessories, there are endless possibilities for transforming your dress into a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. With some patience and creativity, you can bring new life to an old garment and create a look that will turn heads at any event. So go ahead, grab your glue gun and get started on creating the perfect prom dress that truly reflects who you are. 8 of the most eccentric fashion designers of the 1980s. The avant-garde designs of fashion designers such as Jean-Paul Gaultier, Vivienne Westwood, Thierry Mugler, Issey Miyake, Betsy Johnson, Zandra Rhodes, and Jean-Charles de Castelbajac challenged traditional notions of clothing with their bold and unconventional elements, rebellious and eccentric aesthetic, experimental approach, vibrant colorful designs, and pop art-inspired designs. They incorporated elements such as cone bras, corsets, tartan, bondage-inspired garments, pleating techniques, bold prints, ruffles, oversized silhouettes, and unconventional materials. Revive your DIY creativity. How your vinyl collection can inspire a fabulous 80s prom dress. Are you struggling to find inspiration for your DIY 80s prom dress project? With so many styles and trends from that era, it can be overwhelming to decide on a design for your dream dress. Fear not if you're feeling stuck and lacking inspiration for your DIY project. Look no further than your old vinyl boxes. Your beloved collection of 80s records could hold the key to unlocking your creativity and helping you design the perfect prom dress. Revamp your wardrobe with help from your musical memories. The 80s was a decade known for its bold fashion choices, and music played a huge role in shaping those trends. From Madonna to Prince, there are endless sources of inspiration that can be found in the album covers of this era. Start by examining the style of your favorite artists from the time period. Madonna's iconic cone bra and fishnet stockings could inspire a daring look, or maybe you're more drawn to the colorful prints on Cyndi Lauper's album covers. Don't forget about accessories. David Bowie's signature lightning bolt makeup could add some edge to any outfit, while Michael Jackson's infamous single glove could be incorporated into a unique touch of glamour. So put on your favorite retro tunes, grab your scissors and sewing machine, and let's get crafting. In conclusion, recreating the iconic fashion of the 80s with a DIY prom dress can be an exciting and rewarding experience. The 80s were all about bold colors, voluminous silhouettes, and eclectic styles, and by following the steps outlined in this guide, you can bring that vibrant energy to your prom night. Remember, the beauty of DIY projects lies in the personal touch and individual expression they offer. While this guide serves as a starting point, don't be afraid to add your own twists and modifications to make your prom dress truly one of a kind. Experiment with different colors, accessories, and hairstyles to fully embrace the spirit of the 80s. Additionally, don't underestimate the power of thrifting and repurposing. The 80s were a time of excess and boldness, and you may find hidden treasures in vintage or secondhand stores that perfectly capture the essence of the era. With a bit of imagination and some alterations, you can transform these unique finds